Right, everyone. So as John Cena's farewell tour approaches, Tony Khan had some high praise for him. This is what he had to say. He would definitely be someone anyone would have to consider, especially in the modern era. For me, a lot of people on my Mount Rushmore are those I grew up watching and later had the chance to work with. Sting, for instance, is up there for me. My Mount Rushmore includes legends like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Bret Hart, and Steve Austin. Ric Flair is another strong candidate. John Cena is certainly one of the best wrestlers and one of the greatest of this modern era, without a doubt. So we're going to use this moment just to praise Cena a lot because Cena, after obviously the Attitude Era, then you have the Ruthless Aggression Era, but he has been a dominant figure in wrestling for quite some time, and it's been like a roller coaster for him because he was hot and then he was hot, but then people were against him, right? And you remember that there was a lot of people that were sick of Cena kind of having the title. They were sick of him being in the main event picture. Then he left and came back, and now we're at a point where he's on his farewell tour, and it looks like everybody's super supportive of that. And he's one of the greats. It is tough to be. I mean, you saw it with Roman Reigns when he was on top. A lot of people didn't like him, and then the Bloodline story kind of rejuvenated that. But Cena's ability to kind of stay relevant for so long, Cena's ability to, still his ability to kind of get through those moments is what made him so great. Because even you look at someone like Austin, who, by the way, Steve Austin is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But Steve Austin, he burned hot and then he burned out, right? And he has had certain moments since, but his reign was his, as Stone Cold is really what 97 to the early 2000s, right? Cena has been around since from the early 2000s until we're talking about now. His last year is going to be in 2025. So that type of longevity, right, is rivaled by very few wrestlers. Like not just being a part of the business for a long time, but being a top performer in the business for as The Rock obviously is one, Undertaker is one, Ric Flair of course is one. They're out there, but it speaks to him because every time he's on a screen, you view him as okay, this is a guy in the main event picture, right? You view him as a guy, okay, this is a legitimate top wrestler in the WWE. There's never a moment he comes back where that's not the case, right? And so you have to put him up there with a lot of these greats, and he carried the company on his back for quite some time, even during times when the company was kind of people were like, I don't love this isn't the wrestling I remember, right? And he was the one that was keeping people there for a while. And then now obviously it's only fitting that he's going to be retiring when wrestling is peaking again, so he'll go out on top. So loved everything that Tony Khan said. And I'm looking forward to watching this farewell tour, and I hope everybody else is too, because man, this has a chance to be super exciting.